Hi there, Taurus. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and this is your 2024 tarot reading. I'm using the Radiant Wise Spirit. I think that's what they're called. I'll pop, when I've stopped throwing cards around, I will pop the deck in the description if you're interested in it. Right, so this is 12 months ahead. I'm just going to basically do 24 cards. The first is going to be the theme for the month, and then we're going to look at some clarifying. I'll pop a clarifier on each of that so that I'm really throwing my cards around today, aren't I? Maybe it's a significant year, Taurus. Let's see. Every year is a significant year, I hear you say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I normally do this in a big wheel, but you can see that space is extremely limited here. So I'm just going to turn them all over straight away to see what we've got going on. You've got each of the main months, if there are any major cards. If we've got lots of minors, then it's what we call a business as usual card. Year, sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Got all my words mixed up. Okay. So, right, let's start with January. Okay, so we've got the home is very focused. You're very focused on the home at the moment, and that's about trying to find the balance right. So this feels to me, so temperance is all about finding the balance. You know, 1 foot in water, 1 foot on land, which means that you are literally having to, you're overdoing something in one way or other. You're overdoing things physically, or you're overdoing things mentally. So when temperance comes in, she says, right, okay, have some patience and get the balance right. You're doing something, you're overdoing something. And because it's at home here, it feels that maybe if you work from home, you could do a little bit more time outside. The balance is off here somewhere. So that's what the cards are saying there for January. It could be that you overindulged and actually you need to get the balance right for your health. Something like that. So the key word there for January is balance, finding the balance, and it's at home. Okay, so it's at home, in your home environment. Maybe I do feel that this is either you need to get out in nature a bit more for some reason. That feels as if that's relevant. Now in February we've got a new financial beginning, and that is because you are exhausted. I wonder if you're looking at a change of job. Yeah, you've got this theme going through here for the next 2 months. So February, I'm going to put quickly one on there. Okay, that's good. Right, listen, all is as it should be. February and March, you're going through something with regards to your money. So you can see here, this is the card of new beginnings financially. So it's a new financial beginning that brings completion to a period of anxiety. So this card here says, right, it's about thoughts. So it looks fairly morbid, not particularly pleasant card, but it's in your mind. It's a thought process. It's because swords are all about air, and it's your mind. It's what you think about things. And very often they're not reality, but nonetheless our minds are the places where we spend most of our life, actually, in our minds. So this saying that this is over now. It's time to move on, and you think that things are bad. So something's happened here that you're not particularly happy with, and it feels as if this is with regards to, you know, income. But it's the time for completion, so it's letting go. So I hope I've explained that card, because it looks quite, you know, a bit unpleasant. But actually it's moving forward. So you are moving forward from this situation here, and it's with regards to a new financial beginning. The following month, there's much of the same as you kind of like, it feels as if maybe mid-February, this a situation arises where you are looking at this, how do I take care of myself? I've got a new financial situation here. And then it kind of flows through into March, the beginning of March. It can be an unexpected bill, you know, that suddenly just arrives. And you're like, oh my God, how am I going to? But it closes the door on something. So it's either, it's the end of it. So say, for example, it's a car payment or something. I keep using cars as an analogy, but I don't really know. It's like, for example, the final bill is a little bit more than you expected, but it's the last bill. You're still a bit upset about it the following month, so you're a bit worried about it. But this is really lovely. So the Judgment cards comes in and says, right, you need to wake up. This is Gabriel here, waking up people from, is waking people up effectively from the dead and saying, right, you've been asleep here. And this is just, the divinity comes in and says, right, you need to move forward because you have this amazing life to lead. Okay, so it's around the sense of don't hang on to it too much. It's done. It's done. You know, you need to move forward now because all is as it should be. And actually your true purpose and your true life is waiting for you. Just remember that when this, whatever this is that happens, it doesn't feel too unexpected. It feels like it's to do with work and earning money, and all is as it should be because your vocation, if you like, really is elsewhere. I don't know why I've said that, but that hopefully that makes sense to you. And you are then, right, once you get that wake-up call, which is hopefully you remember this when you're in March, you may forget that you heard this, but it's, you get this wake-up call, and then in April, this is all about you moving on, and you're moving on at speed. And actually you decide to go it alone. You decide to pick up your things and just move on yourself. You don't need these other people. You've got this feels like it's at work. You know, you're just going to get on with it yourself. You realise that actually if you're waiting for someone else to give you a big pat on the back and pay you what you deserve, and if you're waiting for somebody else to say, right, okay, it feels as if this is about you. Well, actually, I know that this is about you understanding that you don't need other people's approval, you know, that actually you're just going to get on with it yourself, and you realize that you're in charge. But it takes this period of adjustment here in February and March, a good old clearing out really, and letting go of you know, whatever this was, and then moving forward, and you decide to just get on with it, which is wonderful. Now there's a new opportunity here. This is the apprenticeship card, so it says you're January, February, March, April, May. So in May, you are, in your birth month, you are starting a new little venture. And isn't this lovely? We've got the sun here. So this says, right, I'm very focused on what I want to do. I'm going to learn how to do a new skill, and it's going to lead me to success. And it is successful. So it could be that you decide to go for there's a little promotion there, or a payoff or something like that. Definitely moving forward, which is wonderful. And it's successful. Then you're able to rise above triviality, and you begin to see, right, okay, mustn't let these other people. Definitely feels as if it's, I keep saying it and I feel it. It's like a colleague has really driven you crazy and been taking the biscuit. And actually, this is what this was. And now you're moving into the situation where you've gone, right, okay, fine, I don't need to be involved in this. I can do this for myself. And you become very much like that. And this is good because you've got, right, okay, in June, you are able to rise above it all, which is brilliant because you've got the swords. So this is a mental situation, which is excellent considering that was a mental situation. Your thought process, you're elevated now, you're above it all. And actually you've got the High Priestess, which is about, you know, she passes secret knowledge on to you. So she does that either through dreams. In this month, I would definitely pay very special attention to signs. Okay, so you're able to rise above it all, which is wonderful. Then step into the flow. Listen out, watch out for signs, because they will lead you onto this next card, which is a new opportunity, a new job opportunity that releases you. You know, it releases you from this being trapped. Okay, so that's good. And then you've got a celebration card here. You've got something going on the next month, which is where you're celebrating with your partner. So you've got the Lovers card here. It's a significant relationship. There's a significant change here. So this is really lovely. This can be, we've got a proposal. We've got a new relationship. It's a significant change in a relationship, and it's a happy one. It's a celebratory change. And then we've got a period of time here where we are, then you're moving into this. So that this is almost like chapters. You're going through a major shift and a rebirth. And it feels as if this person, your partner, is able to support you in letting go of this old job, that sort of thing. Because the moon comes in and says a hidden path is soon to be revealed. So you're able to let go because a hidden path is about to be revealed. I wonder if you're going to go for an interview here and then you're going to get, it's going to be a surprise how it's all going to unveil itself. The moon is ever so mysterious. She doesn't do things by halves, you know, and it's never obvious. It's always very subtle. So the signs and the high priestess is here working in your favor. You've got success with the sun, and you've got this lovely time here with a significant relationship here, and then this hidden path. And as the one door closes, another opens. So this is an ending of something. So it's an ending in order to move forward, because then it's followed by the world. You couldn't make this up, really, could you? Because then it ends, one door closes, another one opens, and actually then the world is the following month. So you're completing this whole phase, and your life, your world is about to change, you see. And then you've got the moon, which is saying, right, it's a hidden path, it's unveiled. And you've got the tower. Well, it didn't start, it's a bit of a kind of like a gentle start, and then you get like that, the whole work is quite revolutionary. So then you've got, let me just do my months again, because I always get lost. January, February, March, April, May, June, July. August is a relationship. September, we've got the significant change, the ending of something and moving forward, and it's unexpected. So the moon is surprising. The world is opening up for you now, and the tower causes chaos. So it's upheaval, you know, like moving home, that sort of thing. So we're either moving home, or we're changing jobs, or there's something significantly changing there with regards to opening up your world. It's about your world. So your world changes in a slightly chaotic fashion. Okay, there. Something ends with a new path being revealed. So then in November, you're considering, you're back to this whole kind of like practical things. It's a practical sign. So practically, you're considering what to do in how to cope with all of this stuff that you've got to do, you know, your work, how you're going to get it all done. Like if I had to put a gamble on this, I'd say there's a change in residence here, a change in location. You could even go overseas with something like this. It's quite significant. It's super chaotic, and you then have got an awful lot to do, okay, because you've got the, you know, but you get practical with it. So your practical help, opportunities will arise that allow you to kind of like sort all of this out. And then in December, you're taking off your blindfolds and seeing things for what they really are, because you've got this beautiful new Ace of Wands. So at the end of the year, you're moving towards a brand new life. It takes its time, you know, like the world is opening up for you. It's all quite chaotic. You've got lots to do. Goodness me. Right, okay. So hang on to your hat for the end of it. Get prepared for it. Make a note of all the cards. Keep them, and then let's see how this year unveils itself to you. But that's as it stands at this present moment in time. A change is afoot, and at the end of this 2024, your life has changed. You're living a new life, is what I want to say. Okay, so that's it for 2024. Thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you found that interesting. Remember, you are in charge of your own destiny, and if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. That's absolutely fine. But that's what the cards are saying in general for Taurus for 2024. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.